100%, 100%, right? I know the answer to this from my point of view, not everybody would agree to it. Realistic valuation. You can be promoted to the four corners of the world, but if you priced your property wrong, or your agent's priced your property wrong, it won't sell. Right? You're looking to get a positive reaction in the first 4 weeks, preferably the first 2 weeks. You can tell straight away whether your house is worth 200 grand or 800 grand. You'll know by the reaction. Make sure that the valuation you get is from a top selling agent. Everybody knows who they'd say the top 3 selling agents are in Wigan. But ask them to justify how have they come up with the valuation. And what's that famous phrase? If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. 65% of sellers don't get the price they put the house on the market for. Some agents deliberately overvalue to get you to sign up with them, then pay the staff commission to get you to reduce. Now the thing about reduction, you might think, well, that's fair enough. If I get, I've overvalued it, after a month or 2, I'll reduce it. Except they don't tell you the 2 main negatives of reducing your house. Forget you might lose the one you want. Forget it'll take you longer to sell. There are 2 hard negatives that you should be aware of. Data supports the fact that if you sell by reduction, you'll probably get less for your property than what you would have done if you'd have priced it right in the first place. And then secondly, data only come out recently, I would say in the last couple of years. Reduced properties, selling by reduction, your completion rate will actually drop from over 90% if you sell for 100% or more in the first 4 weeks to just over 50% if you've sold by reduction. The fall through rate, if you reduce your property, is over 1 in 3. Your fall through rate, if you sell for 100% asking price or more in less than 4 weeks, is less than 1 in 10. The key to achieving the best possible price is to start with a realistic valuation. And even if you think, oh, that's slightly too realistic for me, right, the market will take over. You'll attract more than one buyer and you'll go to best and final offers in less than 4 weeks. So it's a fail-safe system to me, but 65% of you don't do that. Firstly, realistic valuation advice. I've been a qualified chartered surveyor for over 40 years. Yes, we put houses on the market because the customer wants that to try that particular price, but we can tell them straight away, within 4 weeks, we've tried that price. Once you've got a realistic valuation strategy, the second thing is showing it to as many buyers as possible. It's no longer good enough just to put your house on the market with Rightmove. A good response for Rightmove in the first week is 1,000 views per day, and it drops rapidly. After about 4 weeks, you're probably getting less than 100, and then it plateaus out. Facebook deals with numbers that Rightmove can only dream about. Our record for Facebook promotion went to 388,000 people in less than 2 weeks. We got 3 or 4 offers via the Facebook advert. Right, so it's promotion. It's making sure your realistically priced property is seen by as many potential buyers as possible. And nothing does that better than Facebook, social media. You've got Instagram on there, of course, and you've got YouTube if you've got videos. Then finally, once you've dealt with the price and you've dealt with the promotion, the next thing is to get that sale over the line. Right? That is the most difficult part of our job. And unfortunately, for most estate agents, it's the job we've got least hands on. Because of course the sale's now passed to your conveyancer. So what we've done, we did it from COVID because we could see the way it was going. The average completion time from offer to completion is rising. With all this technology, it's not falling, it's rising. So we, as far as I'm aware, we're the only agent in Wigan who employ a professional conveyancing support team called ASAP, whose sole purpose is to continually push that sale forward to you. And their statistics are phenomenal. They're averaging 50 days quicker than local solicitors. And because they're averaging 50 days quicker, the fall through rate drops from 1 in 3 to less than 1 in 10. Right? I think the fall through rate is 0.9%, right? Which is massive in terms of saving you heartache, anxiety, money, losing the property you want. So those are the 3 things for me that separate us from other agents in Wigan. Realistic pricing, realistic valuations, extensive advertising on Facebook. Nobody's got a Facebook page as big as ours. Our Facebook consultant tells us it's in the top 10% in the UK. And then we work with a professional conveyancing team to get your sale over the line quicker with less chance of falling through. The main thing about conveyancing is, of course, you're not delivering anything sort of physical. You don't take anything off the shelf and give it you, right? And everybody turns around. The biggest complaint for estate agencies and conveyancing is communication. That's the biggest thing, right? So what a team of specialists do when that's their only job, right? Because most estate agents try to do the conveyancing process themselves, and of course they're not the conveyancers, right? And they're not even qualified in terms of knowledge in terms of conveyancing. So when COVID came, I saw an opportunity. I've got, do you know what? The most important part of our job is not just to get the best offer, because that means nothing if the sale falls through, absolutely nothing, is to get the conveyancing process, the communication on the conveyancing process as absolutely watertight as possible, consistent. And you can tell, right, the best thing we can do about that in terms of demonstrate it, just look at the 5-star reviews on our Facebook page. They mention Ashley, who's our lead conveyancer, and ASAP practically every week. So you can tell, there's your assurance, right, that we're the only agents who do that as a main part of our job. Everybody else, as far as I'm aware, just leaves it to chance.